In this video, we're going to spend a few minutes to just recap on hubs and switches and to look at the differences because I really want you to understand the differences side by side now that we've talked about hubs and switches separately. So let's start off talking about the hub. So remember, the hub is a dumb device because it floods all the ports. It doesn't know where data is supposed to go. It doesn't care. So anything that comes in any of its physical ports on the hub is going to go out every other single one where there's a cable connected. And we call this a layer 1 device for the OSI model. And layer 1 is really the lowest level, and the reason why we call it a layer 1 is because at this level we're dealing with nothing but the actual electrical signals. And since a hub doesn't care where data goes and it's not intelligent, it just floods everything with electrical signals. So for that reason, it's a layer 1 device. Now, because it does all this, it's very inefficient. And we get a lot of collisions on our network, and because we get a lot of collisions on our network, we have decreased speeds, and also we have security issues because data is going out to every single port, so it's easier for somebody to be eavesdropping, and for somebody such as a hacker that got onto our network, it's easier for them to get that data from us than if we're using a switch. Now let's look at the flip side. So now let's look at our switches. So in comparison, a switch is an intelligent device because it's not flooding the ports. It learns the ports by MAC addresses and records them in a MAC address table. And once it has that data in that MAC address table, which is very quickly, it only sends the data to where it's supposed to go. So it knows what MAC address is on which port. And so when a data packet comes in and it says, look, this needs to go to MAC address XYZ on port 2, it'll send it there. And it is a layer 2 device. And so why is it a layer 2 device? We haven't talked about this yet. Well, it's a layer 2 device because layer 2 is all about our MAC addresses. And since it deals with MAC addresses, it is a layer 2 device. It is efficient because of all this that it does up here. It doesn't flood the ports, it's efficient. That leads to higher speeds on the network. We have less collisions, and we're more secure against hackers and eavesdroppers. So that's the difference between hubs and switches in a nutshell. In the next lecture, I'm going to revisit switches, and we're going to go into detail and talk about how switches learn MAC addresses.